Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel. Peter likes books, because I do, and because the channel name Peter Loves Books was already taken. But I don't know who that is on booktube, so if you guys know who Peter Loves Books is, send him my way. Ask him if I can have his name. So anyway, today I am going to do a review, but it is really also me trying to convince you to read these books, because they are, oh my god, they are so fantastic, you guys. If you've been watching my videos recently and you've seen me do some hauls and things like that, you know that in 2019, I am committed to trying to read some graphic novels, comics, things like that. I want to kind of expand my reading taste in 2019 and try some different things. So yeah, I'm really excited about, I have like the To Kill a Mockingbird graphic novel, I have the Diary of Anne Frank graphic novel, I have the Fight Club remix or volume 2 or something. I have so many graphic novels, Anne of Green Gables, Clue. I have so many really cool graphic novels and I'm really excited about reading them this year. So let me tell you about what I believe to be the world's greatest graphic novel. And I know not everybody's going to agree with me on this one, but that's okay, because it's my video. See, that's why it's called Peter Likes Books. Now, like I said, it's not called Peter Loves Books, but it does. Anyway, years and years and years ago, I might have, like I was just reading a book on another channel that I have, Peterism's channel, and I had written in there 1999, so I might have a date in here, but my good Judy and I, back in the day, so I have this friend of mine, she and I went to elementary, junior high, high school, college, and graduate school together. I know, can you believe it? So anyway, back in the day, we got really obsessed with these graphic novels, cartoon, comic strips, and they are by Linda Berry, and they are called the Down the Street Kids, and here they are, let me show you. And so this is, if you don't know who Linda Berry is, she is fantastic. Here, I will, I'll throw up a picture of Linda Berry right here, because I love her so much. Hey Linda! I would die to meet Linda Berry and become friends with her, okay? She is like one of the coolest people in the entire world. I've read like everything by her. I think like a year or two ago, I read a graphic novel of hers. It's bigger. I got it from the library called The Good Times Are Killing Me. It's fantastic if you've never read it. These are a series called The Down the Street Kids. I believe they're called The Down the Street Kids. I'll read it to you in just a second what it says. And it's about these two sisters named Marlis and May Monn. I love their names. And their cousin Freddie. And it's kind of about their life. But she also wrote a young adult novel called Cruddy. And it is it's one of my favorite books of life. And I actually, somebody sent it to me and I'm going to reread it this summer. It's kind of a summer read. Very tragic. And the thing about her writing and her comics is that they're extremely endearing, but at the same time, very, very funny. And I'll just randomly pick something out of here to read to you. But she says on here, so, okay, this one is about all of the kids in the neighborhood. So it's a fun house. But anyway, if you go in here, one of the things, oh, I don't have It's So Magic. So my favorite of these is called It's So Magic. And if you look, this is May Monn, and this is Marlis, and they're sisters, and they're very, very poor, and they live with their mother, and she's like hard worker, smokes like one cigarette after another, and it's always just these stories of their life. And May Monn is just like, okay, she's kind of like she thinks of herself as a loser, but she knows it, and she has like this friend, but the friend like is always kind of like putting her down and picking guys over her, and all May Monn wants is to be popular and to be loved, okay? And so there's such a relatability to it for me. You know, I think like, I don't know, the older you get, you can kind of admit, yeah, I had wished I was popular in high school. Maybe it would have made things easier. I actually ran into this guy that I knew like years ago, and we went to elementary, junior high, and high school together, and he was extremely popular. And we were talking, and I said, you have absolutely no idea like how tough high school was for me. I said, you know, you were popular and whatever. He goes, do you not know how hard it was for me? The expectations were so high. I'm sure it was real hard for you. But, I mean, like, you know, we don't never know what somebody else's experience was. But, you know, I was always an outsider. You know, my friends and I were kind of different, freakish. We called ourselves freaks. And, you know, like, I so relate to this of wanting to fit in, yet never fitting in, and always feeling like I was on the outside looking in. And so I relate so much. And Marlis is just her little sister. Can you see her? She's fantastic. And Marlis is just so refreshing and just so full of life. And she always just says things like, you know, she's vibing on the magic of the universe and stuff like that. So I adore these books at 4 minutes and 41 seconds. And I love Linda Berry so much. Well, whenever I get online and I see if there's a Linda Berry book, do you guys do this? Like, you know you've read every book by an author, but you're like, okay, there has to be one that I haven't read. And so you keep on looking. I do this ever so often. Well, I kept on noticing, I have like, one, two, three, four more of these over there. I kept on noticing that every time I would look up a Linda Berry book, I probably already forgotten to put Linda Berry's picture in there, but I'm sorry. So every time I would get look online for a Linda Berry book, I noticed that these books were recommended to me. And I was like, what are these? These look fantastic. And let me show you what they are. So it's a set of 3, okay? Oh my God, I love these so much. And they are called Unlovable, and they are by Esther Pearl Watson. I have recommended these books to so many people, you guys, now. And I think I bought them on Amazon. And they're, I will tell you, they're expensive, okay? They're like, probably like, I think one of them is like really hard to get, and it was like 30 bucks, but it was totally worth every cent. It was worth every cent. So here it is on the side, and then on the front of it you can see, this is Tammy, okay? Tammy Pierce, that's her name. And I'm gonna explain to you about Tammy in a second. And on the back there it says, turd alert. Okay. So in the back here, I will read to you the whole idea of what it is. And it says on here, here she is on a toilet. You can see there's Tammy Pierce on a toilet. And it's about her entire sophomore year of high school, okay? And it starts off with the fall semester. That's book 1. Book 2 is the spring semester. And book 3 is this book 3? Yes, which I just literally just finished. Book 3 is her summer. And, oh my God. It is so similar to Linda Berry. If you've read anything by Linda Berry, you will adore them. She's endearing. She knows she's an outsider. All she wants is love. She just wants a boyfriend so bad in life. And it takes place, okay, unlike these, which kind of take place in the 70s, these take place in the late 80s, okay? She's class of 1992. So that was, like, I graduated in 90. So all the musical references, all the clothing references, all the pop cultural references are just totally the era that I grew up in high school. And so I relate to it so much. I cannot tell you how many times I just like started laughing. My husband would be like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, oh my God, these books are so hilarious. So it says in the back here, busted, based on a found diary. In 1995, Mark Todd, and I think he's the one that does a lot of the illustrations, and Esther Pearl Watson drove from Vegas to San Francisco in the women's restroom of a gas station. Esther found this diary, and then it says her name, Tammy Pierce. This book belongs to Tammy Pierce. And so if you go underneath here, she thanks many people. But one of the things that is so hilarious in this book, okay, well, I noticed it more in the 3rd one. I didn't notice it, hold on a second, let me see when there's like a car. Because this one guy, you see his car everywhere. But, so here's Tammy's best friend, Kim. And Kim always wears this shirt that is like tiger stripes, and then this really short mini skirt. And then she wears like these, what do you call it? The hose. You know what I'm talking about? And high heels. And she's always smoking a cigarette. And anything that Tammy asks her to do, like to go somewhere, if you want, like Tammy would be like, will you go to the video store with me? And she's like, yeah, for $1. She always is like, for $1. She won't do anything. And Kim has this boyfriend, his name is Eric, who Tammy is secretly in love with, right? And so they're always like hanging out, the 3 of them. And her boyfriend Eric works at Pizza Trails. And so they're always like hanging out in this Pizza Trails delivery truck. But they don't really like Tammy. Like, they're her best friends, but they're kind of mean to her too. And so they're driving around and they're always like, you know, toilet papering people's yards. And Tammy's always like, it was the best night of my entire life. I crawled into my bedroom at 4:35 in the morning. Her parents are absolutely hilarious. Her brother's hilarious. Everything about these books are so sweet, so endearing, and so true to life. It makes me really, really sad that there's only 1 year. I really wish, I mean, don't those look so fantastic too? It's you know, the last one I didn't even take off. Which one is it? I didn't take off the back of it. So this is like what it looks like when you open the back. This was brand new. It's the summer of 1989. It's summer of 89 and time to shine and grind. School's out and Tammy Pierce is hella ready to party like it's 1999. Loosely based on a teenager's diary found in a gas station bathroom, Unlovable is a vivid, hilarious story of one awkward teen's life as a high school misfit in the day-glow 1980s as she navigates cute boys, mean girls, little brothers, and parents who just don't understand. Whether or not you grew up in Tammy's era of big hair, too much mascara, leg warmers, and wine coolers, everyone will relate to the timeless obsessions, anxieties, and absurdities of her adolescence. We are all Tammy, and she is us. And it's so true. It's so fantastic, and I related to it so much. I love these books. I mean, and like in between, they have all these movie references and stuff that are just really hilarious. And she always says like trend alert, and then she'll talk about certain clothes. And it, like some of it doesn't even match up. It's funny. And then she's always doing like dances in here and stuff like that. She's always constantly trying to lose weight. And so she's like doing these different, like she's like, I'm doing aerobics and things like that. And here, I'll just give you an example of like something that's funny. So this is the Eric guy that she likes, right? She's waiting for him to call. Oh God. Oh my God. Dear God, do you see her here? She's like waiting with the phone. I can't wait for summer love to begin. Please let it start with a phone call. Amen. And then, hello, this is Eric from the phone company. May I speak to the parents of Tammy Pierce? Because he's making fun of her, right? Eric, is this Eric Burns? She says, and she's got these sunglasses on that are stars. She wears them through the whole book. No, this is the phone company. It seems to be that $400 and 1-900 calls were made. We are going to send an armored truck to pick up the cash right now. Hi, Eric. I know it's you. And then she has like a little heart underneath there. Click. He hangs up on her. Get to work, the guy says. If he calls again, then it means he likes me for real. 5 minutes later. Why isn't he calling? Oh, no, he's not going to call back. Eric hates me. 1 hour later. Finally, I got a call. Tammy? Yes, Eric. Do you have any chunky buns? What are you talking about? She says. Your buns, I want to know. Are they chunky? Take that, dog breath, she says as she hangs up on him. It's so hilarious, you guys. She's constantly waiting around the phone for people to call. I cannot say enough good things about these books. I looked up Esther Pearl Watson. It says something about her on the back of this book, but I looked her up, and it doesn't appear that she's going to be writing any more of these comics anytime soon because they've been out for a while. But Esther, if you are watching, I want to find out what happened to Tammy. I feel like you just left me in 1989, and I am so upset about it, and it just stops. And it ends. I have to just read you the end because I know most of you won't read this, but it says, I love how like just endearing it is. It ends at the end. It ends at the end of summer 1989 going into fall. End of summer thoughts. I can't explain why I'm ready for school to start. I'm heading into new directions, a new future. I just heard in my head, everything is going to be okay. I know it will be. And the one thing that I loved about this book, I will say this, it says temperature 102 degrees Fahrenheit. You have to read like every page because she's got little things down here. But if you look through here, let me see if you can, okay. So here's an example of like Eric's Pizza Trails book. Some of you guys are like, this is the most boring video in the entire world. Others are like, I want those books. Okay, you know you want these books. But here's the Pizza Trails book, or car, and they're like whipping it out, it says, and they're driving all over the place. But if you look on here, she has written down people's names on like cars and tires and like signs on the side of the road. And I have a feeling it's like all these people that she knows in her life, which I absolutely love. I just think it's so cool. So anyway, here she is dreaming. Hey guys, watch, or she's skating. Hey guys, watch me ollie air. She's skating on a skateboard. So I love these books. If you guys have never read the Unlovable series, or you have never read Linda Berry's cartoons, you have to check them out. They are two of the best, they are the two best graphic novel series. There's my thumbnail. In the entire world. I love these books so much. And I can read them over and over and over again. I just finished these, but these I have read over and over and over again. So I don't know, I might have to start these again this summer. I love you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below if you've read those. Give me some graphic novel recommendations or comics. I'm always open to it and I like to try new things. So let me know what you guys think. I love you and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.